He is a freelance writer. Through his own observations, he helps Westerners better understand the diversified and inclusive China. He is a public-spirited person who has been engaged in charity for more than 10 years to help the families with disabled people out of difficulties.
My name is Jerry Gray. I live in Zhongshan in Guangdong. I've been in Zhongshan for 18 years. And since 2005, my wife Anne Liang and myself have been actively involved in raising money to help people who are less fortunate than ourselves.
Since 2005, Jerry Gray and his wife have organized charity fundraising events and then established Zhongshan Helping Hands Charity Fund. Together with a group of like-minded people, they have focused on helping the poor, students, disabled, and other charitable and public services, and organized a number of non-profit volunteer service activities.
Today we're in the TO Gallery, which means the Sweet Peach Gallery. They've kindly, very kindly given us quite a large space to exhibit a lot of photographs, and they've put them on the wall, which show basically our journey from 2005 through to 2022 and all the things that we've done.
Jerry Gray and his wife have been attracting more caring people to help the disabled through their own actions. They have been organized charity fundraising activities such as cycling through China in 57 days and hiking from Zhongshan to Beijing in the name of charity.
So back in 2014, in order to raise money for charity, myself and Phil Bin spent 57 days riding across China. We started actually started in Zhuhai at the border of the Macau crossing, and then came to Zhongshan where we had a kind of leaving party. After that we rode through Hunan into Hubei, into Shanxi, Gansu, Ningxia, and finally into Xinjiang, where we reached the border of Kazakhstan. The blue fence here indicates that this side is Kazakhstan. We're still standing inside of China, but only just by 10 meters or so. During that period of time, we raised, and with a function that we held afterwards, we raised about 280,000 RMB, which was donated to charity to help people with disabilities. This bike's seen about 10,000 kilometers now, still a very, very good bike. And we carried a variety of different things, including a flag to show what we were doing. But everything on here weighs about 15 to 20 kilograms on top of the weight of the bike. So pretty hard work going up mountains and down the other side. So from 2005 until about 2013, most of the organization of everything was done by Anne and I. And we traveled a lot with the Zhongshan Volunteer Youth Association, but we felt that there was more that could be done. And that's when we met Jonas. Jonas comes from the young entrepreneurs, returnees from overseas studies. And he brought new blood in. He injected new blood into what we were doing. He brought in Cindy. And between them, they've worked really hard to expand what we do and bring in more people, more involvement, which of course means more donations, more community and social involvement, and it's been really good. So thank you, Jonas, and thank you, Cindy, for joining our team.
Over the past 18 years, through the joint efforts of Jerry and his wife and the fund team, Helping Hand has raised about 3 million yuan in total, helping more than 300 severely poor families with disabled people. The fund not only offers the basic living materials to the low-income families, but also helps the disabled join in the outside world, encouraging them to participate in sports, literary and artistic activities, and various social activities to better integrate into society.
So this is one of the longer-term cases that we've been working with. This is a guy called Zhongshan. He has cerebral palsy, and he's a cyclist. He's a very, very strong cyclist. And we first met him about 5 years ago, but since then he's won bronze and silver in the Guangdong Disabled Games. And just a year and a half ago, a friend of mine, Mike, said, I have a bike that I don't want to use anymore. Can you find a home for it? So He received this bike as a donation, and it's now his practice training bike, and he uses it to go to and from his daily business. So yeah, he's a very, very good case of something positive that's been achieved from helping hands. So having lived in Zhongshan for such a long time, I've realized it is a great city. Every year for the last 35 years there's been a charity parade and a march. I've been involved in that most years for the last 10 or 12, and that march has raised more than 1.8 billion RMB, and that goes back into the community, back into society. So from that perspective, Zhongshan is a caring, sharing, it's a wonderful place with great people.